Good morning, buen camino. Here I am in Naira, and the plan today is to walk. I actually don't know where we're going to, but I've heard people say the walk today should be about 20K, and that would put us, I think, near Santo Domingo de Calzada. Hey, this is Pete, my new Aussie friend. We went and had dinner and some wine last night. Buen camino, Pete. So in Santo Domingo de Calzada, I think there's a rooster and a chicken in the church. And there's an old story that a couple pilgrims and their son, a family of pilgrims, came through on their pilgrimage and stayed in an inn. I'm going to butcher this story, by the way. And a local girl took a fancy to the boy. He did not return her affections. Oh, look at this square, this plaza. He didn't return her affections. She stole something, hid it in his bag, accused him of being a thief. He was taken by the magistrate and hung for his crimes. I think this is the way I have to go. Hung for his crimes. And the parents continued on their pilgrimage to Santiago despite their grief. Upon returning through the town, they saw that their son was still hanging and was alive. And they went to the magistrate and begged for him to release their son. And he was eating dinner, a roasted chicken dinner, as a matter of fact. And he said, "Your son is alive just as much as this chicken on my plate." And at that moment, the chickens jumped up and started bop, 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 and dancing and singing around. Breaks the laws of physics. I don't know if you could put, I certainly don't believe it in the moment, but at the very least, there's a couple birds in the church, and we're going to check that out. Anyway, it's nice and crisp this morning. It's just after 7 o'clock. So we're going to do the thing. And I'll check in on you later. Ciao, amigos. Look at this, beautiful.
Stop and look beyond.
It's important.
I was walking out of Granon, beautiful.
Coffee. Buen camino. Good morning. It is just a little bit after 9 o'clock now. And in that last little town, stopped, had a cafe con leche and this awesome chocolate fudgy muffin with hazelnut. And I was sitting down with my Aussie friend Pete, and Joseph, the Austrian beer collector, was there, and Carl, our friend from Sweden, came up, and there was Mary from the Netherlands, a couple Argentinian folks. So it was a really, really cool situation. Yuval, I think, from Israel, Uh, interesting. And so the talk was, among a few of us, that Burgos would be a really cool city to be in for Easter, which is, if this is Thursday, that's 3 days from now. And we're kind of mapping it out, how that would have to go. I also am thinking that Burgos is a city where I'd like to take a rest day, just because it's supposed to be maybe one of the best cities on the French Camino. So I haven't taken a rest day yet. I would love to do it there. And even though, I'm not Catholic, I think it would be something special to see the Easter Sunday processions and celebrations in Burgos. And so we were kind of mapping out how the next few days would look to do that. And so originally this morning I thought today was going to be an easy 20K cruise on and chill. And then the next day, tomorrow, would also be a 20K day. But after mapping it out, it seems like there's an opportunity to do a 27K day today and a 27K day tomorrow, and then a 25K day, let's see, so Thursday, Friday, on Saturday, which would leave something like 10K in the morning on Sunday to get into the city early. If I'm going to take a 0 day, I'll probably do a hotel there. So early check-in, get clean, get everything, get a nice nap, and really take advantage of a hotel room, good value for money. And then have the whole day to experience Easter in Burgos. Not that bad. I mean, 27K is not too shabby. The next 2 days are supposed to be relatively flat. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to spend the next couple hours thinking about what's important to me. And is it, what is it? I'm making a good pace. And so if I stopped at Santo Domingo de Calzada, I think that's how it's pronounced, and it's going to be a really short day. I'll be pulling up into town like before noon. What's the point of that? Maybe I'll make the tentative plan to push through, and if my body is telling me to stop, then I'll stop. So anyway, an update. It's what's on my mind right now. Buen camino. What a beautiful day.
I'm enjoying these couple of days off that.
buenas tardes. I don't know, it's just about noon. When do I switch from buenos dias to buenas tardes? I'm gonna have to find out. But I am into Santo Domingo. I can see the old city center behind us. I know the church is gonna pop up into view any moment. And I'm feeling good. It was a nice day. Beautiful scenery, very windy. But it's not a problem. We're gonna go grab lunch. How'd you get here?
I cheated.
Pete, he said he cheated, but it's okay. It takes all kinds. Good to see you, my friend.
And you, my man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab lunch. Maybe I'll see you around, okay?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna grab something.
Very good. What a great guy. So, yeah, he was having a problem with his hips. Take the bus ahead. There's no rules. You do what you want to do, what you need to do, what you feel is right for you. So, grab some lunch. Again, it's only noon. So I think the idea of pushing ahead another 7K after a nice lunch is a good idea. Oh, check this out. I love these little pieces of artwork that you see everywhere. Incredible. Scallop shell, backpack, boots, and La Fuente. We'll see you later. Buen camino.
¿Qué más ponemos?
El alemán ya está.
Chorizo, chorizo. Sí, sí.
A 38,90 al kilo, os parto lo que queráis. ¿Cómo? 38 con 90 el kilo. Y os parto lo que queráis.
escultures són com molt boniques. No són nous, no? Sí, sí.
Potser això és la tomba de Sant Domingos.
Molt bonic.
Potser aquí hi ha Sant Domingos o què? Maria Rosa. Això és Sant Domingos. Sí. I està dalt o està baix?
Jo crec que... no sé dir-te.
Heu vist les gallines? No.
Les gallines vives.
Ara les veiem.
Ah, sí? Fins just aquí.
No, no, no.
Ja veus, aquí fa una plantació així. Sí, sí.
Anaven de missiones como...
Okay, buenas tardes. Walked around the cathedral. It was beautiful and amazing, a lot of great art. In the basement, there was this incredible mosaic everywhere. So exquisite. You know, I'm not religious, but you do have to appreciate how incredibly detailed and opulent the whole thing is. Wandered around, sat and had a beer and some tapas with my friend Noam from Israel, and we talked about global politics and this, that, and the other thing. Really smart guy. He's young, he's capable. We need more people like that in the world. It is right now, let's see, what time is it? 1:25, and I'm going to push ahead to Granon, which is another 7K. So I guess I'll be pulling up in there maybe 2:45 or 3, and then we're closer and closer to Burgos. So I better get out of the way of this car. So ciao, we'll see you later.
It was only grass and it was wet, so.
Curious
Yes.
Joe. Ah, alors. Wyzwanie.
Les toilettes sont là.
D'accord?
Les toilettes sont là. Là, il y a la cuisine.
Voilà.
La réception.
It's
Ok.
So I'm going to take you down for your packing and get that, and and then we'll come back and register. So, where are you from?
Hola. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. So, instead of saying in Santo Domingo de la Calzada, decided to push forward another 7K to Granon. And I'll walk around and show you. Tonight I'm staying in a donativo. This is a church. You'll see behind me. This church here. It is run by the parochials of the church in Granon. It is a donativo, so it is donation based for peregrinos. That is to say, there's no mandatory charge, but a donation is highly encouraged. And the donations that are left by pilgrims on one day are used to pay for the food for the peregrinos on the next day. Part of coming into this experience was I wanted to experience all the different kinds of accommodations, and donativos are one of them. In addition to the municipal albergues and private albergues and the pensiones and the hostels and then the hotels and things of that nature. So I want to talk a little bit about what has happened today. Again, sometimes the unexpected is what produces the best results. And one of the unexpected things is that this is the Thursday before Easter. Hey, look, everybody, it's Carl. I'm telling them about the dinner and the feet washing. So we're checking in, and the volunteers say this is an extremely special day that you're here for. At 5:30, we had just had a little meeting. It's maybe about 5:45 or 6. A little meeting. I'm going to turn around so you can see this church. Of all the peregrinos and the volunteers that are here for the night. And the meeting, they explained what was happening for the evening and asked for volunteers for a few things. So I'm going to explain all that. There will be a mass for the people of the town at 8 o'clock in the church. It's not mandatory for peregrinos that don't want to participate, but it is optional. We're all welcome. I think I'm going to lean in and go because this is a special occasion. At 9, I think we have our dinner, which is being prepared right now with a group of peregrinos that were asked to volunteer to kind of lead the entire team in preparing the dinner. And then there's going to be some processions around the town because it is the Thursday before Easter. It's very special in this town. So in this meeting, they asked for volunteers for a few things. They asked for 9 volunteers. I'm going to tell you what I heard. They were asking for 9 volunteers to wash feet. If you're familiar with the story of the Bible, Jesus washed the feet of people. And I was under the impression that us as peregrinos, staying at this donativo, were asked to participate in that in a symbolic gesture of washing the feet of the people in town. And I think 7 people raised their hands, and something within me told me I should volunteer. Now, I don't love feet. But leaning into the experience, I want to participate. How bad could it be? I raised my hand. It was only after, and then they asked for volunteers to lead the team of preparing the dinner, and then another team to cut and peel fruit for the dessert. It was only after the dinner that I was informed that I did not volunteer to wash feet. I volunteered for the priest to wash my feet. And so we're all going to have a front row seat at this very special mass, this very special church, in this very special town on this very special day. And it's yet another evidence of the unexpected. If I would have stayed at an albergue in Santo Domingo, I would not be experiencing this. And people say this is kind of a magical experience to begin with, and then here we are on this very special day. I don't even know what to say. Embracing the experience. So I thought that was kind of a funny thing. Again, I don't love feet. I don't necessarily want anybody to wash my feet either, but it's better than me washing the feet of others. So I'm going to make sure that I go and give my feet a good scrub before anybody has to wash them. But we do get a special seat in the mass, so that's going to be really, really cool. And you'll have seen in the videos, this is not fancy. This is as basic as accommodations can get. Sorry about the sun. I want you to see where we are exactly. This is as Spartan as it can get, but there's going to be a community dinner with all the peregrinos. I met a new friend from Argentina. I met a new friend from Sicily. How incredible is this experience? This is the Hospital de Peregrinos San Juan Bautista. Super, super cool. I will try to maybe get some footage, but I also want to be respectful of the ceremony that's happening. So we'll see. And I'll talk to you later. How crazy is this? Ciao. Buen camino.
Oh, I like Camille. That was really good.
Très bien, chef.
Camille? Yeah, this one. Mancilla. Yeah, Mancilla, yeah. I hated it at home, but this one.
That's it.
If you would like to read in Spanish.
Spanish.
Okay.
And I didn't take my glasses.
Okay.
It's absolutely useless.
If you would like to read in Spanish.
I'm not sure I'm good in Spanish.
We wait for dinner.
queria que a sessão eleitoral fosse da escula da igreja, mas não importava isso. Porque ele vai ser dois trabalhos.
Se cayó. Y entonces decidió hacer el albergue. A veces de las cosas malas salen las cosas buenas, ¿vale? Y desde entonces ha sido...
Okay, so a little update. Went to the mass that was held on this Thursday. I think it's called Maudlin Thursday, Maud Thursday. And typically in the Catholic Church, the Pope washes the feet of 12 pilgrims. I was one of the 12 people, so I got to sit in front. Even though I'm not Catholic, there was a blessing for all the pilgrims, and of course all the townspeople were there. And then did this procession, and we went upstairs and had dinner. Great dinner, bread, wine, water, salad, and like a tuna casserole. Oh look, gato. Hello, kitty. Oh, sweet cat. How nice. Hello, cat. Tuna casserole. It was so good. And then we did all the dishes in like 10 minutes. It's a giant assembly line. It worked out great. So now they're inviting us to go do like a meditation or a reflection session. I think I'm going to join that. And then we'll see. I'm going to feel really good to go to sleep. I'm tired. And then we'll see what tomorrow has to offer. So good night, y'all. Let's look at this kitten. Hello, kitten. Hello, kitten. Who's a good kitten? A chunky cat. Sí, sí.